You driving?
Some Plan Bs are smarter than others. If you're drinking, don't drive. RBT means you need a Plan B. Authorised by New South Wales Government, Sydney.
I suppose first off, a bit of a disappointing result after how well you went on the first day.
Yeah, I thought we batted okay on the first day in those conditions. I mean, losing the toss, and although we were going to bat first anyway, but knowing full well there was going to be some in it, I thought we battled pretty well to get through to lunch, 3 for 80 odd, and then a fantastic second session, but then a poor third session. Sort of in the context of the game, I thought sort of was one of those areas that cost us a little bit. Look, from a bowling point of view, I thought we bowled pretty well. There was a lot of plays and misses and balls just out of reach, which in another day they go your way and the result could be a little bit different. But you've got to take that on the chin. And second innings again, difficult circumstance, a difficult wicket to bat on, in that last day and a half. But we probably should have done a little bit better with the bat also in the second innings.
Do you feel that's where you lost the game in the end?
Look, I think at the moment probably some of the other games that we haven't been able to get across the line in. In most games, I think this year we've had a chance to win. But at this stage, with missing 10 guys and playing with this group of younger players, they're probably just I suppose learning the game and a little bit inconsistent. We're getting there. We're improving every game. They didn't give up hope. Having to just try and defend 95 there. I thought we obviously made a pretty good start, but it's probably just that little bit of inconsistency with both bat and ball. We have 2 out of 3 good sessions, and maybe not quite as good in another session. Just sort of sometimes has cost us a little bit.
Is that something you might have with the younger group? I mean, you lost Doug Bollinger again this week in addition to all the test scores. Did you feel like that kind of inconsistency can come around from having a lot of young guys in the group?
Oh, look, certainly there's a lot of ability in the group, and it's just experience. You see that with a lot of teams. That once the players have got sort of 30, 40, 50 games underneath their belt, they've been through those situations a number of times before, and they know what's required in those different situations. And the more we talk about it and discuss the different situations we find ourselves in and what we could have done a bit better, and I think these guys are learning pretty quickly, and 6 games down, and I think we're still in second spot, and we're in a good position with 4 games to go.
So you're pretty happy with as a halfway mark, you've had a couple of wins, you've got quite a few first innings points as well.
Yeah, look, as I said, we've had two wins, but I think the other 4 games we've been in a position that we haven't been too far away from 6 points, and as I said, a little bit more consistency in a couple of areas, and I think 1 or 2 of those other games we could have quite easily taken 6 points. As it is, we've still got to play good cricket after Christmas, and it won't be any good turning up and not playing well. We want to hit the 9th and 10th game playing at the top of our game, and hopefully into a final. And if we're doing that, well, you give yourself a chance at winning them.
You happy with the spirit of the boys show, the fight? I mean, every game you've been probably in trouble in some games, but you've always bounced back.
Yeah, well, that's one thing we've sort of spoken about, is keeping ourselves in the game, in the fight, if you like. In a number of games we've done that well, but it's probably, again, that's probably the consistency of that, keeping yourself in the game, or recognising it a little bit earlier than what we do. Keep ourselves and give ourselves an even bigger chance of winning. We give ourselves an even chance of winning. Well, I think we can win.
It's a good game from Trent. He picked up a few wickets in the first innings, and very economical again this morning with another wicket.
Yeah, look, that's the way he bowls. That's when he's at his best. That's what he does. And it allows the other players to attack. To be honest, I thought probably our best bowler was Abbott. Those 2 guys together, formed a great partnership. One sort of keeping it tight and nipping away, and the other running in and being aggressive. without Dougie Bollinger here for this game, Abbott had to take that on by himself, where in the previous games, Dougie's led the way there, and we've had Sean there as a backup with the those attacking plans, and Gurinder and Trent Copeland sort of keeping it tight. So look, we did miss Dougie to a certain degree this game, but he might be back after for those last 4 games, and we look forward to those last 4 games.
We're disappointed to lose him. I mean, given he's in Perth, probably won't play.
Look, disappointed that look, if he doesn't play in Perth, we'll be even more disappointed, I suppose. But there's nothing much you can do about it these days. You don't seem to. It's more geared towards how Australia plays these days than. And look, it is difficult with the amount of games on and the scheduling we've got. It's just one of the. It's one of those things these days that with the extra games and that scheduling, Cricket Australia comes first, and look, we're just happy that we keep producing all of those 10 guys that are unavailable for us this game, that are available available and playing for Australia. That if we keep here at New South Wales, we like to pride ourselves on the number of guys that we can get into the Australian team, but still play well enough with this young group of guys on the way through to compete and hopefully win the Shield as well.
And on Sean Abbott, I mean, he's seemed to pick up a yard of pace this year. He's seen very lively in this game.
Look, I don't know about a yard of pace, but he's always been able to send them down. But his improvement in him this year has been fantastic. I think probably from a batting point of view, he's got a bit of work to do. I think he'll score a lot more runs than what he's showing at the moment as well. But from his bowling point of view, he's really kicked a goal. He's been one of the finds for us this year.
Yeah, good spell against Hughes on day 2. I think it was really engrossing.
Yeah, as I said, look, he played a role for us. I think all good teams have got their aggressive players, and certainly South Australia have got a couple of those guys, and I think I think that plays a part in both those teams. Us and South Australia having some good quality pace bowling attack that sit atop the competition.